Get your business online and build.
Hey, Donari Love, welcome, welcome, welcome. You're the first one. Welcome, sister. How are you in your neighborhood? How are you doing in your neighborhood? I'm doing fine. I'm doing fine. I hope in your neighborhood it's not raining, because in my neighborhood it's been raining for the past week and it still rained. We are under what we call here in my neighborhood under tornado watch or whatever. Yeah. It's been raining here in my neighborhood. Other than that, I'm doing wonderful. Can't complain. I cannot complain. Yeah. Anyway, there is no need to complain. That's the only thing I could say. That's the only thing I could say. There's no need to complain.
Yeah, you know us. But do you really know us? You know, and
okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm doing fine. Yeah. It's the weekend, so we home. We're trying to get some rest. Hey, sister, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, Uma. How are you? I'm just doing fine. I have this fly that's been flying here because I made the mistake of opening my door. When I come out of the bedroom, the first thing is to come here and open the door wide so fresh air can come in. Yeah. Welcome, welcome everybody. I hope you guys are in a good... Hey, Noai. How are you, Noai? I hope it's very nice in your neighborhood, because in my neighborhood, it's the rain. It's been raining here. Other than that, everything is off. Ooh, this fly doesn't want to go. So it wants to do LS with Aya. All right, okay. It just wants to do LS with me. So today the topic is about pickpocket. I hope when you travel, you never have to deal with this. And this one, there is no disclaimer because it happened to me. And in Europe, so they can come for me because it's true, they know it, that country. Spain. It's a nice place. Yeah. No, girl, we have this rain since last week and it's still raining. In my neighborhood, it's still raining. So it happened to me in Spain. And it was not like I was not savvy, but I knew that it was going to happen. So I call it, let's call it the dummy. Hello, welcome everybody. I call it my dummy wallet. And if I can use that word, fake note. The money that is on that wallet, the notes are not the right note. Okay. There are a group in Europe, they call them the Roma. In fact, it's the gypsy. It's the gypsy people. The GSP people, they are nomadic travelers. So they go from one place to another, one place to another. And they are everywhere in Europe. People who live in Europe, they know what I'm talking about. And Spain is notorious and is very well known in Spain about these people. That's one of the reasons why I don't like to travel from June till the end of August. From June till June, July, August, this is for tourists. Everywhere is packed. Like this year, I am not going anywhere. Europe is opening because of the pandemic. People has been stuck at home. Everybody wants to travel. This morning, I went to a website to try to find about what's going on in the world of traveling. They are like, okay, all the seats are taken. Everything is booked. People are traveling. They just want to go away. I'm telling you, and they are willing to spend the money. They don't care. They don't even check if they can have cheapest hotel, cheapest this. No. They just want to go. So these Roma people are waiting for them. So they have to be careful because it happened to me. My favorite time to travel is September and October. And the reason, the God of faithfulness, welcome. And the reason why I like this month, the tourists are gone back home, or school is starting, so they are busy taking care of their family. There are less people on the street. People are thinking about preparing for Christmas. So my favorite months are September and October. That's it. And for the new year, my favorite months is February and March. Because February, everybody is broke. Let's be honest with ourselves. Everybody is broke because we spend all the money for Christmas. So nobody wants to travel. So you stroll through the airport. There is nobody outside. You don't have to bang into people. No. And no Roma is going to come and try to steal your money. There are space. You can do your two hands this way. There are space. Nobody's going to come and try to steal you or whatever. And you don't even see the Romas because the Romas target tourists. Yeah. And if you use public transportation, when you travel, yeah, like February and March, I tell you, because if you travel a lot, you see the difference between these months. September, October, nobody in the street. Everybody is gone. There are few people wandering around like you. But right now, we are in May. Okay, today is the 22nd. The ticket has gone up because from May 15 till the end of August, all the price just skyrocket. All the price goes up because people wants to travel, especially due to the pandemic. I'm telling you, when I saw the prices, I'm like, okay, girl, you better stay here. And the next September 2022, you go home. But not now. No, it's too high. So getting back to I find it very laughable because I was just laughing, and you could see this little boy. He was like 13 to 15 years old, and then he snatched it at the train station in Barcelona. Oh, Barcelona is my favorite city, and a cousin of mine, as usual, family members, they're like, okay, you're the one who knows, let's just go for one day. And then we come back. I'm like, no, this is not the best time. We shouldn't go. She's like, she needed to go. So I said, okay, these people, we're going to target us. Okay? Because you want to look at everything. No, Aya doesn't want to look at everything. And that's where, when you are distracted, that's where they hit. So I said, okay, let's prepare my dummy wallet. And prepare my dummy wallet. The good wallet was somewhere else. People were coming from work. Okay? There were too many people. She was like, okay, we need to catch that train. I said, no, I don't want to take that subway. She said, no, let's get it. Your sixth sense are working. The things open. We get in. This little boy snatch it, step outside. The door was like, boom. I turned around and I told her in our language, because on the public arena, you don't know who speak the colonial language. When our Valisi welcome, when I'm in my relative outside, I do not speak French, I do not speak English, what I call colonial languages. I go back home. I say, do you know this little boy that step outside? She said, which little boy? Because she was distracted looking at something else. I said, the dummy wallet is gone. She was like, what? I said, yes, the dummy wallet is gone. She said, the dummy wallet that you prepare? I said, yeah. I said, I told you that this is not the right moment. And you're going to be distracted. You better hold on to your purse like a dear life. Okay? She said, I said, I told you around this time, don't be distracted and don't look at. I know my cousin, so she's going to look. So that's what happened. I said, he's going to find out. I said, he thought that he has won the big lottery. But when he's going to open that wallet, the note, the euro note that he saw, it's not the right note. It's a look-alike, but it's not the euro note. So when I saw this article, I said, this is the right time for the Romans to strike. I better read it and make a video about this. I use Mishaps because the true name is pickpocket. Because pickpocket, the article said, common sense, awareness of your surrounding, and the calm decision making. Seems simple, yes. You don't pay attention. You don't look around your surrounding, your purse will be gone. And if you have all your documents, because people try to travel with all the documents. Okay, your passport, your ticket. No. You leave them in a safe place where you stay. Nowadays, with all the electronic that we carry with us, hey, mama, welcome. Yes. Uche say common sense is not common host. Yeah, but it's common sense. Okay, you have bump up for me. Good, thank you. Okay. Common sense, awareness of your surrounding, calm decision. It seems simple enough, but it's not simple. Uche, I do agree. In the case of traveling, foregoing this basic safety strategy can lead to big trouble. Okay? It can lead to big trouble. It's because I'm a savvy traveler and I know what to do. Because if it was let alone my cousin alone, everything was gone. You take a picture of the important document. Because if this happened to you, at least for dear life, you do have your phone. You can get your document back by going to the nearest embassy. If before you left your country, you took the embassy of your country in that place, the address, of every diplomatic. Okay, if I'm going to Burma, I will check the USA embassy in Burma. I will have a phone number, the email address. I will even email them ahead saying that I'm going to be in that country. If you have all of these infos on your phone, if something like that happens, you just go get another paper so you can leave the country. Okay? So you have to be prepared. So when I saw the article, the story came back, I burst into laughing. One of the things that happened, and especially is going to happen a lot this year, because everybody was quarantined and they just want to go and have fun in other country, is intoxication. People's going to go and hit the bars, the nightclub, and start drinking. This is what is going to happen this year, because we've been confined for so long that as soon as we get somewhere, oh, it's a holiday. It's hallelujah. Praise the Lord. And we're going to go and drink. So the article starts by intoxication. Intoxication can lead to any number of problems on vacay, ranging from personal safety to loss of property to increase vulnerability. Hey, Flourish, welcome. Yes, because you go into the bar, into a nightclub, you have a good wine, a good drink, you are intoxicated. People can pour any kind of substance in your drink. You can be kidnapped, you can be raped, you can be killed. Yeah. This is the danger, because you say to yourself, oh, I've been confined for a year. Oh, now that I'm free to go to another country, I'm going to have a blast. But the blast comes with a price. So you have to be really, really careful. Because the article is so clear. The guy was saying, in fact, it's a woman who wrote it, Sarah from Smarter Travel. She said, while many want to cut loose and relax while away, it is a good idea to limit your intake of alcohol and avoid illegal drug entirely. Yeah. But this is not what is going to happen. So guys, just wait that all of this is over by September, August. After August, September, you guys going to get some news. They're going to say, I went to this country, I was raped, I was beaten, I nearly lost my life. But doing what? Because you decided to have a blast and not to use common sense. Then the second one that you talk about is pickpocket. Yeah, the Romans are waiting for you. For 1 year, you were able to save some money and you just want to go and burn it. But they're going to help you burn that money. They're going to steal it from you. The pickpocket. They operate this key. They operate into 2 or 3 crowded places. Popular tourists. Peak season for tourists, increase it. When I read it, I said, yeah, that's so true. I said, that is so true. Crowded place. Free tourist attraction. Popular tourist, and the peak season for tourists. The peak season, June, July, August. Everybody are in the street in shorts and caps. Yeah. And the American, the way they dress, you can see them mile away. You know this is an American. And the people are watching you, all your move. You have a green note. They're going to help you. They're going to help you burn it. That's the reason why you went there. Okay, we are here waiting for you. Then she talked about getting lost. Yeah. When it's a country that you don't know, you're going to get lost. Mm-hmm. Thank you. I understand. No big deal. Thank you. Okay. So getting lost. If you're lost, okay, if it's a daytime, that's another story. But nowadays, with the GPS on every phone, you can trace your way back. You shouldn't panic. Just keep cool when you get lost in a new place. When you panic, people, the native can see it on your face and they can strike. Yeah. So she said you have to keep your cool and you should not panic. And nowadays, just use your phone or whatever you have in your hand, and then you will find your way. GPS will help you. So for this one, nobody should panic when you get lost. Also, the next thing she talked about is lost and stolen ID. If they steal all your document, I hope before you left, you were prepared, that you know where your embassy is located, the contact of the embassy, and then the police station of that city that you have a contact. And if you don't know it, if you're in a hotel, ask at the reception that your documents were lost. But you make sure that you had a hard copy of all the documents, the important documents such as the first page of your passport, your ID, all of this. You can have a hard copy and you leave it in a safe place, because nowadays in every hotel room, except if you stay in a hostel, even when you stay in a hostel, like most of the time that's my favorite place. If the room is by myself, I still don't leave anything there. I just go to the reception and I show them that these are my copy of my important document. That's a hard copy. Can they put it in a safe place? Even if I have to pay a little bit, I will pay. But still, I have the electronic copy on my phone, because my phone is going to be my dear life with me. So if something like that happens, I have it with me. I know where to go. I just go there, call them if they are open. If it's not on the weekend, if they are open, I just showed up and then get it done. So she said, if you lose your passport, get the State Department website and follow the link. But nowadays, everybody, when you travel, these are something that you have to prepare before you leave. Don't say, wait till happen. No, you never know if it's going to happen, if it's not going to happen. We pray and hope for the best, that something like that ain't going to happen to us. Another thing is, if you get sick or you get injured, because some people, they're going to go and play hardball and they may get injured. There are a few things that Aya doesn't do, but there are people that go and they go do zip line, all of this, jumping from eclipse in the water because the weather is fine. They are on vacay. Now, I'm not, I don't do all of this, but people do. So before you leave, double check your insurance policy, if everything is covered. I know when I say we, African, we don't want to spend $20 extra or $30 extra to get an insurance. I do because I'm not going on vacation to get sick. Hey, Philamin, welcome. Chinwe, welcome. I'm not going on vacation to get sick or get injured, but I always, because you never know, you want to cross, there is a crazy guy that's going to speed and come and bump to you, or you are on a sidewalk and then somebody's, there are things that can happen. There are things that can happen even when you don't think about it and you don't even dream that something like that can happen. It could just what we call a freak accident. Like crossing the street, the light is green, you're taking your time, and the van, for some reason, you slip and then fell on the road. I have seen it. for no reason. And then everybody running to help you get up. Yeah, things like that. And if you are on a foreign land, if you do have an insurance, you just go to the first clinic to get yourself checked. Because when you get up, everybody around you, are you okay? Are you okay? And, pride and everything. You say, yes, I'm fine, I'm fine. And then you get to your hotel and everywhere is hurting as if somebody has beaten you up. So the best way is to get it checked before you get back home, because I don't know for how long you're going to be there. If you're going for 3 weeks or whatever, get it checked first. So you have to check if your insurance cover. Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking, Chinwe. I'm doing great. You guys don't see me because life happened. And sometimes when life happened, I'm like, forget about Alice. Okay. I'm doing fine. Last week, I was not doing okay. For some reason, I wake up and the first thing I do is to check my blood pressure because I have this issue. Blood pressure was from here to somewhere else. And my little head was like somebody was breaking into two. So I stay in bed. I stay in bed. Yeah, I stay in bed because when it's like that, just stay in bed. Even though I took the med, it was just up and up and up and up for some reason. That's why I didn't do it. So I'm here today because I'm feeling much better. Yeah. So now the lady talking about road accident. Okay. This, I don't wish anybody, especially if you're not in your own country where you reside. Okay. Road accident. You go on vacay, people tend to travel from one city to one city. I do it, but I refuse to drive because I don't know the road. That's number one. I refuse to drive. Number two, because I don't know the road. And number three, because Aya doesn't like to drive. Yeah, Aya doesn't like to drive. So I'm on the foreign land. I don't know the road. And then you're going to ask me to go rent a car and then drive from one city to another. No. If I have to go, there are public transportation. Yeah, I agree with you. My health comes first. Because without the health, I will be sitting here yapping. So when I wake up and I'm not feeling it, and then I'm looking the blood pressure and the second number is almost a 200, I'm like, yeah, I stay in bed. Yeah, so don't ask Aya to drive. I will use public transportation. There are trains, there are nice buses, and they are comfortable. They have Wi-Fi, and then you can see nature, and you don't have to worry. So I'm not going to drive. And every country, there is their policy is different. So there are now international standard for many road rules. So that's what she's talking about when you have road accidents. Spend time to research what local rules are and what the environment is like. Because there are some of the roads they go this way. No, Don't even ask me to drive on that road that I have taken it more than 100 times between Barcelona to Perpignan, south of France. Now, it's 2-hour drive, 10 euro in the bus, 20 euro round trip. And if you buy it early, it's like a 15 euro. So me, I go for the bus, for Flixbus. Flixbus take me, I'm sitting there and I'm in Perpignan for 2 hours. Don't ask me to go and rent a car and then drive and all of these kind of things. No, I'm sitting there and I'm looking at nature, enjoying it. So she's saying that you have to do some research, what the road looks like, the environment looks like. For example, they said, and then she giving a great example. She said, example, in some part of Australia, the huge distance between town mean that it's vital to take water, fuel, food in case you break down. So here I am. You don't know the country, and you don't know Even if they tell you that the next town is at, I don't know, 200 miles away, and you're driving in the desert, okay, and you have a flat tire. Okay, how many of us knows how to change tire? I do. Yeah, I knows how to change a tire. Yeah, I know how to put air in my tire. I know how to change my tire. I know how to check oil, all of this kind of thing. I know my my engine. If there is something wrong when I start my car, I know it. If something is wrong, as soon as I turn it, I can tell there is something that is not correct. And when I'm driving, if it's my tire, the way it is, I can sense it, then I just go to my mechanic. I will schedule an appointment to have it checked. So think about it. You are somewhere else. The car doesn't belong to you. So you don't know the car. You trust the people that you rent from them. They're telling you everything is okay. And then you do 100 miles and then you're by yourself and everything broke down in the middle of somewhere. Now this, no, I will not just take that chance and do it now. I will use public transportation. So she's staying in Australia. Okay, this is a huge country. And I can see myself driving from one end to another. No, I will not do that. I will use public transportation. So she said it's vital to take water, to have fuel, because there is nobody around where you can refill your tank. And in case you have to have food with you. And also, if you're driving in a snowy region, you have to make sure that you take some chain for your tire. You know some of these things, but you cannot change the tire. You have to learn. No, you have to learn. I'm telling you, I was like you. I knew everything except changing tire. Changing tire till I moved to the south in 2002. And it was raining. And for some reason, I could not see. So I think I have rode on something and I hear puff. So I had to pull over. I sat in my car. But I have what we call roadside assistant on my insurance. I called them. But there were so many, when it rained, there's so many things going on, especially in hurricane season. I was there for 6 hours. I was going home, coming from work, going home, and I sat in my car. And then I make a pledge to myself, and I said, when the guy that come to change this tire, I said, thank God it happened on Friday night, and I said, I have to go to school to learn how to change tire. There was a Cameroonian guy that has what they call it, a shop. Yeah, his name is Tony. So when the guy changed my things, he was a man. But tonight we are so busy. I said, I understand. I drove like a turtle. By the time I reached home, it was like around 1 a.m. I went to bed. The next day, Saturday, I took my car. I called Tony and I explained to Tony, and he said, okay, if you come to my shop, I will teach you how to do it. And I went and I said, okay, you have to teach me this. And he's an African, so he started to laugh. He said, African ladies, we don't do this. It's always the man job, I said, we are in the USA, but if you think that you don't have a man by your side like Aya, you have to learn. So he taught me. So I know how to do it, girl. I learned it the hard way. No, sitting 6 hours in a car, I was praying not to have to say, you need to go pee pee or go to use the restroom. Yeah. Under that heavy rain. So that's the way I learned it because I say to myself, no, no, no. This ain't going to happen. You have to learn this. Yeah. If it happen, no, I just get out and change my things. So you have to learn. Now you can go to a shop and ask them if they can teach you how to do it. Okay, and also you have to have your your safety bag. I have this little bag that Tony helped me buy. There are to take the screws. You don't have to use it like a back home where you have to have strength, do it the main way. No, no, no. We live in Europe and we live in the USA. You go to a hardware store, you buy this little thing that take the screw quickly. You press the button and then it come out like you are at a dealer. And it come out quickly. That's it. So so he told me what I should buy, and I have it. I call it my emergency tool. So I have them, and I even have two of them because there is one for my apartment and one for the car. So one is in the trunk in the car. So if something happened with the things, there are a few things that I can fix. I can start doing. And when you're on the roadside, if it's a nice day, there is always some men that they will pull over and try to come and help you. But when you are by yourself in your apartment, there are a few things. I have fixed everything that I can fix. Okay, installing my own TV, buy my own TV, bring it home and set it up, and make it work. My own computer, or you buy a lamp and you just put it together. All of these kind of things, and you need some screwdrivers to do this and that. Oh no, your sister is on the hay game. Right? Because if I have to call somebody, they're going to tell you by the time they get to your house is $200. So the time that they're going to spend, when you see the price, you better do it yourself. Yeah. So I have to learn so many things. I'm like, okay, that's it. If I cannot do it, then I call Grandpa, my American family. He's an old white guy. He's very nice. If I call Grandpa will come time. I come time, and then they come and fix it. But what I can do, I don't call anybody. Yeah. So Chinwe is laughing. Yeah. Oh yeah. This table I'm sitting here, my dining table, it didn't come like that. It came in part. And I just put them, assemble everything. I know we don't like to read direction. Yeah. What? We don't like to read direction, but I have to learn to read direction to fix few things. Because if you call somebody, it's going to cost you more than what you spend on the article. So do it by yourself. So I can fix few things. That's it. So that's where I learned it. Okay, so next week, make sure you take your car to the shop and ask them to teach you. They will teach you. I'm telling you. They will so impressed, and they teach you, and then you practice in front of them. You do it, and then you ask them which kind of tool you need to buy and leave it in your car if something like that happens. So that's it, the story here, okay? So there is something called the Safe International Road Travel that she's saying we need to look into it. And I'm like, oh no, because I'm just, before taking the car out of the lot, do a safety check. Yeah, even when you do a safety check, it's not always that it works. Something may happen. Also, violent crime, because we have this tendency of thinking, saying, oh, my city, my country is safe. Oh no, it's not safe. Oh, I heard that this place, everywhere, there is no safety. That's my thing. Everywhere I go, there is no safety because you use your sixth sense. There are signs that you want to take this road, and then the voice is so strong. Just don't turn left. No, just keep going straight. And because we are so busybody, we don't listen to. But I'm telling you, when I travel, and because I love to travel solo, my antennas are like that. Yeah, they are capturing everything. If I don't feel it, and I sense that, there is something, nope. I'm not going. I'm not taking that road. In fact, 2 or 3 years ago, or maybe 4 or 5, I can't recall the exact time, I was in Barcelona. As I told you guys, that's my favorite place. And this Barcelona decided to become a country. I was there having a good time. Then on the radio, they say there was a march. I stood up in front of the hostel, and I saw this Spaniard. They were walking. They were coming on drove. If you see the human that were coming, it seemed like it's a water coming. And I'm like, nope, I ain't going out today. I said, no, I'm not going. And in fact, I have friends that travel solo. There are a group of solo travelers around the world. And the reason why I went, one of them invited me to meet the other members of the group that travel by themselves. And you can find any nationality, any age group, and you can have fun with these people. They travel and learn so much about traveling by yourself if you want to go. There are so much infos that you get from them. They've been in some country that you have never heard about, and they can tell you where you can go and have good time, what the best time to travel, where to stay, for safety reason, everything. And one of the group, she was an old lady, 80 years old, but if you look at her, you will never know that this lady was 80. She's so much in a good shape. So she invited me, asking me if I have time, if I can join them. And I have the time, and I just flew. And we were having good time. And then we were supposed to go pick up another group that went to Asia, were coming back to meet us. I stood up in front of it, and we love to stay in a hostel because it's cheap and we feel safe. And I look at it and I said, I'm not going. I said, I'm not going. I wait for you here and we can have a meeting. Few of us decided that we're going to go. They were swept into this march, protest. And they were texting us back and forth that they could not even come out of. They were engulfed among all of these protesters. They were in the middle of the protest. They were trying to break so they can come out of this crowd. There were no way out. So it was like a spinning, the way they were sending the message, the text. I was sitting there. The only thing I said I could do was to pray that, finally these people can come out. And finally, when all of these protests, the police came and it was over, and these people came back. One of them told me, she asked me, why at the very last minute you bail out? I said, the reason why I bail out, when I stood in front of this hostel and I saw the people coming, It was not 1, 2, 3. It was 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000 and 1,000. I said, I came here. I told you guys what I have seen. And the area that we were going, the address is that's where these people were going for the protest. I'm not going. And they were like, oh, I'm too sensitive. I said, remember, that's what you said? And I said, no, I'm not. They were like, we were so sure they were going to have a stampede and we were going to be crushed. People were going to march on us and we were going to die horrible death. We were like, okay, make sure you don't fall down. Make sure you don't strip. Make sure. One of them was telling me she said, I was hearing this voice telling me, make sure the pushing, the shovel and all of this, make sure don't fall down. Hold on to somebody. Hold on to somebody. She says she has never felt so close to death. So when you travel, these are what we call violent crime, because you can be swept into things like that if you don't know your surrounding. I always thank God for that, because I say to myself, if I did not see, as the French people say, la marée humaine, because it was like a water rushing through a street. But this water was composed of human beings. And they were marching, protesting. And it went on and on and on, airport closed and everything. We could not leave the country. And finally, everything quieted down. I'm telling you, when we said the airport was open, I was there 8 hours before my flight. And the things is, I haven't met them, but I'm still in touch with the group, where we're going to meet again and all of this kind of things. So this is what we call violent crime. Yeah. Because, hey, you just go and have a good time with some friend that you met on the road of traveling, and then there is a protest going on in the country. And then you get swept inside that protest, and you don't know where is the road. No, these people are screaming. They just wanted to have their own country. Secession, that's what they were asking. The people from Barcelona, okay? The Catalanian. They were like, we need to have a country called Catalan. So that what was going on. And I end up like I was on there. So I'm like, yeah, it's a scary thing when these friends, they were explaining and all of this kind of thing. And it's not like they were young. Most of the people were over 70 years old, 60. If you're young in that group, you're 60. Okay, but that day it was over 60s that we were all together, and we were female and male. So you don't have the strength to fight, to fight the crowd. So when you just use your sense when it's telling you, just don't go. Yeah, just don't go. Just use it. So me, when I'm traveling, it's like that. All my antenna that the good Lord gave me, I'm making them work over time. I'm making them work over time. Yeah. And this, I learned so much for these people from all of, because their experience, they share the experience, because they retire early in their 50s and they've been traveling since. And somebody will retire when he was 50 and has been traveling for the last 30 years, and they go all year around, they're gone, and then come back to their own country to check on their houses and everything, and then they are on the road again. And they have story that they tell you. When you said, I want to go to this country and I want to visit this town, oh, yes, I was there. Go here when you go. This is safe. The hotel is That place, that's the way we learn. Everything that I have learned about traveling, of course, I read a lot, but by meeting what I call my nomadic group, that's it. There is no book. They write book, but it's not everybody, because everyone has his own experiences, and then they tell you, okay, go here, see this. This is, are you interested in this? Are you interested in that? This is what you want to see. This is where you have to go. Please don't go here. It's not safe. So you learn so much, and it's fun being around them. You don't learn only about traveling, but about life itself. Yeah, so then hotel safety. One of them told me this because I was being lazy, and most of the time I will spend a little more money to have a room by myself. And then she told me, yes, it is safe to have a room by yourself. You don't have to share anything with anybody, but it's better if you share the bunk bed. She said, but it's better if you share the bunk bed. And I said, how come? She said, okay, don't sleep on the bunk bed. She said, sleep on the top. And then I say, why? She said, because if there is an attack, by the time they reach you, help is coming. And I never thought about it this way. She said, number one, you're more safer to sleeping on top. Number two, use your backpack as a safety. She said that you use it as a pillowcase. And she's the one who taught me to bring my own pillow and my own bed sheet instead of the one that the hostel gave us. I never thought about it that way. She said, no, you stay on top. When you stay on top, if the door doesn't lock because you bang it, it's open, it's a hostel, it's for students. So she said, if somebody coming in, it's the person that is on the lower bunk bed that get it the most, but not you on the top. Boys, I was not saying that way. I said, if I have to share, then I stay in the lower bunk bed. Now she said, don't sleep on the lower bunk bed. So that's for pure experiences. By pure experiences. And she was 78 when she told me this. She said, baby, I've been traveling a lot by myself, so this is not safe. You stay up, okay? And instead of throwing money through the drain that, you want to be by yourself, No, it doesn't work that way. So since then, I stay always on the top and I share instead of being by myself. She said, you're by yourself. If something happened, by the time you scream and the people come, it's going to be too late. But at least if it's two, one will run to get help for you. And if you're thinking that sharing a bathroom, bring a sleeper so you can wear a flip-flop, as what we call the flip-flop. Everybody knows this kind of sandal. They are in plastic, and you use them in the bathroom when you go and have your shower. So with this kind of people, I learned a lot by traveling by myself and doing crazy things, you see. So this article covers everything to talk about hotel safety. Some hotels are safer than others. You will never think that some hotels are safer than others. Yeah. You pay big money, but some hotels are safer than others. If you get, and this is what she's saying here in an article, she said, if you get a bad vibe about certain properties, so that's why I say my antenna goes up. When you go somewhere and then you have this uneasiness about yourself, you say, this ain't working the way I want it. if it's daytime. So that's the reason why I always say, when you never been to a place and you don't know the place, don't land at night. Please pay a little extra and land midday, daytime, at noon. Don't just get there at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. and ask for direction, even if your dear GPS is going to help you. No, 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 no. Get there daytime for your own safety. Get there daytime. And then she wrote it. She said, you get a bad vibe about a certain property. Listen to your intuition and find a new place to stay. And find a new place to stay. You have to listen to your intuition, even if you're a busybody. That's it. And then she gave something here. She said, when picking up a place to rest your head, follow my $50 rule. Say weed. And everybody know weed is the drug. Don't stay in a motel that costs. A motel, not a hostel. Because there are hotel. Hey! Nyangas. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, guys. Okay? She said, don't stay in a motel because we have hostel, we have motel, and then we have hotel. All of them end up by T-E-L, tell. Welcome, okay? It's just a motel that costs less than $50 per night. She said it actually indicates that is way too discount and security probably isn't the highest priority. So for the motel, if it's less than $50 per night, it's a no. Do not stay. It's too cheap. Security is not important there. Then she goes on by saying, once you have selected where you will stay, try to get a room that is close to the elevator and the stairs. And when I read it, I'm like, okay, I have to get a room that is close to the elevator and to the stairs. What's the reason why? She said, try to get a room that is close to the elevator or stair and is between the second and the sixth floor. She said, don't stay on the ground floor. Remember, the lady was telling me, don't sleep on a bunk bed. I shouldn't sleep on the first bunk bed, that I should be on top. It's the same thing. It is the same safety issue that she is talking about here. You have to find a room that is close to the elevator or the stairs, but it's between the second and the sixth floor. You should not be on the ground floor for safety issue. For safety issue. Because your safety, there's no price tag on someone's life. No. So when I read it, I said, that's what she told me. She said, I shouldn't sleep on the bunk bed, on the lower bunk bed, that I have to be on top. So now here, so you have to be very close to the stairs or the elevator, okay? And I have to be on my room has to be between the second and the sixth floor, but no the ground floor, okay? Avoiding the ground floor, make it harder for intruder to break into, and staying below the seventh floor, make fire truck ladder able to reach you in case there is a blaze. When I read it, I was like, yeah. I say, yeah, this is what I'm talking about my safety. Yeah. Okay. So she said, when checking, that's picking the hotel. And then when checking into a hotel, yes, because there are coded. People speak on code, and you are not used to, you don't know the code. You can get robbed in a hotel, a motel, hotel, hostel. You can still get robbed. She said, checking in, if the hotel clerk say your room out loud, over patron to hear it, feel free to request a different room and ask him or her to simply write the number down for you to read. Because if the clerk at the reception say room 320, 320, everybody know it's on the 3rd floor. Eden Comedy, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, if you say room 320, everybody 320 loud when you're checking in, and everybody know you're by yourself. Everybody knows that it's on the 3rd floor to find your room. So she said, yes, a traveling tip. Yeah, bravo. Even if it's in a group, you tell them, no, I don't want that room, and it's your right. I don't want that room, and please write my room number down. Just write my room number down. I could read it myself. Because by saying room 320, okay, busy time in a hotel, that June, July, August, there are so many people checking in, so many people checking out, and then the receptionist say room 320. Everybody hear your room number. You don't know who is who that can come and break into your room. No, so you better tell that person it's your right. No. Please change my room number and please write it down for me. Hey, Biafra baby girl, welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, change my room number. So once in your room, it said once in your room, use common sense. Yes, we come back again with common sense. We started with common sense, okay? Ensure the lock work. You have to check everything. Ensure the lock works. Don't let stranger and keep low profile. You have to keep low profile and do not let strangers, okay? So these are little things that, you are so excited to be, I don't know, somewhere, and then you don't even pay attention to it. You think that you still at your house, in your own country. No, you are in a foreign place. Even if it's in your own town, and then you check yourself into a hotel for some rest, so that leave the family over there. I'm just going to check myself into a hotel and enjoy myself, me, myself. Okay, all of this still count for your safety. So here she goes on by talking about public transportation. Being well informed can make a big difference between getting pickpocketed on the subway, on bus, or coming away with all your belongings intact and secure. Yeah. You have to be well informed. Rush hour, please don't take public transportation. Now, do not. That's where people get strike. The subway is too many people, so you are in sandwich. It's like you are sardine. You see how the sardine is packed? Yeah. Everybody wants to go home. You have to secure your belonging, your money. Hey, welcome, Team Gravely family. Welcome. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Okay. Research where you are going. A public bus in Sydney is a different experience from a public bus in Mumbai or in Cambodia. From Sydney, Australia, we're going to India, and then we go back to Southeast Asia to Cambodia. Thank you for wishing everybody happy Saturday. It's completely different. So you have to research, always research. The road traffic rule or lack of them are an issue in many developing countries. Taking a train might be safer than a local bus. Yes, because some of the road, no. Tim Gravely said teachers. Some of the road, no, I'm not going to be in a bus that, you see the ravine there and the bus is going this way. You guys have seen some videos. Even watching the video, you're like, your heart is almost in your throat. No. So I better take a train when it's like that. Another injury that can happen is boating and water sports. How on earth? Of course, we are on vacay, but I have seen some video where people, they say that I'm going to conquer my fear of height, and they go in a foreign country and then jump from a cliff into a water that you don't know, or into a river that you don't even know. You could see the guy hand like that, and he said, I'm not going to go to somebody else's country to conquer my fear of height. If I want to die, I will do it in my own neighborhood. I'm not taking that kind of chance, because you can break a neck, be paralyzed for the rest of life, saying that you want a fear of height, and you go to someone else's country to do this, and this is what you end up being paralyzed. No, I'm not doing this. So she said there is possible danger, and then people have to be careful. Sailing, snorkeling, diving. These are some of the sports that I'm scared of it. No. I'm an African. We don't do this in my country. I love to travel, but I'm not going to go to South America and then snorkeling to see what is underneath the sea over there. No, It's important to stay alert and to be sober, not to drink, okay? And she kept stressing this. Be aware of your surrounding. Most important, ensure that the company with which you book any excursion is reputable. Hey, Stella, welcome. Reputable in their own country. People, they need the business. This is the time to make their money that they did not make last year. They're going to tell you, yeah, everything is safe, everything. But the last word is yours. Everything is in your own hand. So you can decide that I'm not doing this kind of thank you, Stella. I'm not doing this kind of activity. No, I ain't doing it. If this company is certified, they're going to tell you, yes, it's certified. Then people know the best thing is to ask the previous customers if they've been there before, previously. You ask, okay, have you been here last year or the last 2 years? This company, that's where you're going to get the juice. They're going to tell you. But the owner will tell you everything is safe because he wants his money. He's going to tell you everything is safe. And you're going to believe him, and accidents happen. No. Especially if you're going under the sea and using tank. If this bottle of oxygen was refilled, this is for other people. This is not for Aya. And also, she ended up by saying that if you're staying at a resort, talk to fellow traveler to see if they have recently taken any excursion. Yeah, because fellow traveler, they will tell you the truth, what happened, their own experience, the in and the out. They will explain. They will explain. They will explain. They will tell you. I'm telling you. So if you love to travel like Aya, I'm always online searching, asking questions. People travel constantly. Yeah, these nomadic people. Happy family, fit life. Welcome. Happy family, fit life. How are you? Yeah. Stella, I asked you a question last time and you never get back to me because I was wondering what happened to this sister. Andy, what? I haven't seen her. I hope she's doing fine. That's it, because you were in touch with her. That's what I was asking. Okay, advertisement. Oh, it's on. It's on. Yeah, I know. I hope she's in a good health. That's it. This is a pandemic. So when I don't see anybody, I just ask. It's out of curiosity, wishing them all the best. Okay, if she's fine, that's it. That's all. That's pretty much it. Okay. Okay, Aya is fine. Okay, guys, thank you so much for listening to me. And thank you for your support. It's very, very well appreciated. I don't take you for granted to come and listen to somebody talking for more than an hour about traveling. I know the most of the country are opening because the tourist and the service, what they call it, the service companies, they lost so much money and they are trying to open and people are going to flock. But when you want to go, be careful. Just be careful. When people ask me if I'm going to travel this summer, I say no. I'm not traveling. Yeah, okay. I'm not traveling this summer. And Stella, I'm going to tell you the reason why I'm not going anywhere this summer, because of the what do you call it? Because of the pandemic. Thank you, Niagas. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. The reason why I'm not traveling, because there will be too many. The entire world is going to be like you are cooking, boiling. You're going to Puerto Rico? Okay, go. Puerto Rico is just right here. You can go, no big deal. But if you want to go now, May, but don't wait till June, because okay, you live in the USA, and June 1st is the hurricane season that are going to start until November. Yes, I have my vaccine as well, but the reason why I don't want to travel, there will be too many people. The place is going to be overcrowded. And when it's like that, you cannot enjoy yourself. Okay, you're going June 15. Okay, good. Hurricane season starts June 1st. But I know it's not going to get you. You're going to have a blast. Puerto Rico is a nice little place to see, I tell you. Except that it hasn't been reconstructed since of the last Hurricane Maria or Anna strike. Nothing has been done. That's the things. But there will be too many people. And normally I don't, June, July, August. Thank you. June, July. You guys still in Africa? Niagzad, because I watch you guys who were back home. You were going home. Are you still home or you back to Dubai? Because you guys went home. Hurricane won't hold you. No, hurricane won't hold you. But the last one really destroyed that little island. It really destroyed it. Other than that, it's a fun place. The food is good. You're going to eat the mofongo. The mofongo. Oh, you are back. Okay. Stella, the mofongo is our fufu. It's our fufu that we call the mofongo in Puerto Rico. It's the plantain. They pound it like we do in Africa. They pound it. I'm telling you, it's really good. When you get there, ask to eat the mofongo. If you can remember the name, I don't know how they write it, but you say the mofongo or you ask your national dish. It's a nice place. Yes, it's a nice little place, I'm telling you. But when I saw the picture when there were this unfortunate Maria or Anna, yeah, they eat. Of course, you will see black. I think they write it like that, mufongo. The mufongo. Yeah, it's a pounded yam. And remember, the little mortar, you will find this in so many restaurants in Puerto Rico. And when you order the mufongo, it's the plantain. They pound it, they make the stew and everything. And then they pour it like we do back home. When you pound your yam and you cook your stew, they don't serve it separate. They pour it together like the old days back home. That's the way they do it. It's really good. I'm telling you, it's a nice little place, nice little island. And then they love to dance. Oh, they love to have good time. They love to have good time. Saturdays and Sundays. Anyway, not Saturdays and Sunday alone. During the week, you will see the orchestra or somebody's going to sit on a stool and start beating. And then the little kid, 3 years old, they start dancing salsa. Ah, girl, you're going to have a good time. I'm telling you. You're going to have, I don't want the crowd. That's the reason why I decided that I'm not traveling this year, because everywhere I go, people are buying tickets, people are getting ready just to go have a great time because of the pandemic, the fact that last year we could not do anything. So everybody, I hope your ticket was not breaking the bank, that's it. And another country that I will recommend is Cuba. When you get a chance, go to Cuba. Okay, if you like salsa like I do, Cuba, yeah, and if you like, okay, the way the country is built and everything, they are transforming it, and if you get the chance, yes, if you get the chance, go and visit Cuba. Yeah, Mexico is right here. Mexico, it's always of the tourists and the whole nanya. But Cuba, since Obama was president and it opened it's easy to get there and everything. I'm telling you, I really, and I was not going to go to Cuba when Obama opened it. It was my brother who is in France who said that he got a cheap ticket in France to go to Cuba. And then he put my name, so they sent me the ticket. So we met in Cuba. I'm telling you, and we have a blast. We did have a blast. I'm telling you. And there are countries that you feel the African vibe, such as where you're going, Puerto Rico, Cuba. You feel the African vibes, the African culture is among there, it's right there, it's below on you feel it. And the food and everything. I'm telling you. I know you're going to enjoy the mofongo one when you come by. You said, I said. Yeah, and the Cuba is 90 miles from you. Yeah. Just go. Just go. Just go to Cuba. You're going to like it. I tell you. We love it. My brother and his wife and I don't know how we got this ticket. And when that what happened when Obama was president, that's where he opened it. And my brother was like, okay, because he loved to travel like I do, and he find the ticket, it was cheap. And he said, Clementine, I find this ticket and I put your name, okay. I put your name if you have the time. I see your sister always have the time. They send it to me. And I was there. That's it. Okay, guys, love you. So bye. Bye. I'll see you next week, God willing. Okay. Thank you. You are all appreciated, okay, for your support. I don't take it for granted, though. I don't take it for granted. Love you. Bye. I'm going to close my house.